day 4 for us, and we're at Asum Manso, and we were just talking on our way back, and I was just sharing with you how this was really emotional for me. Like, it was the most emotional tour or experience that we've had thus far, and I wish that everybody could do this. Like, when we were linked walking to where we were going hand in hand, it was just very ceremonial. Like, I felt very connected. I like that we were connected, and just the entire experience, from the actual bath to the looking and seeing gold in the water, everything felt like it had a lot of meaning to it, and it also felt like you could feel that ancestral spirit. You know what I'm saying? I really felt like things were in its natural form. It's not overdone. It's very simplified. It's very in the natural state. And to me, that had the most meaning for today.
This is day 4, and we're here at Asum Manso. And each day here in Ghana, in Africa, I take time to reflect each morning. And each morning I find myself being closer to God, and I find myself being humbled by each experience, by someone I meet, by something I see. And here today, I was truly humbled by the information I gained, by the things that I saw, the gold flakes in the river, the walk to the river, the first bath and the last bath. I truly believe that there's God in all of us, and that's what keeps us moving. One thing I noticed for sure is when we started our walk to the river without shoes, and we washed our feet in the river, and once we walked back, I noticed the bottom of my feet wasn't even dirty, and that humbled me. I don't know if that means that I'm clean, or I don't know what it means, but there's something bigger than us out here, and it's truly touching. It's truly touching in a way where I feel like I shouldn't have no excuses in life at all. And that's all I can take from this. This is truly humbling.
We're in Asum Manso. I hope I pronounced that correctly. But I think, like, taking in this moment wasn't necessarily challenging, but it was very humbling. And I think walking barefoot, walking through not the same but almost similar but more comfortable spaces to get to the last place where they bathe was really serene for me. So really have an opportunity to really kind of take in an environment and take in what we thought or what we perceive as our ancestors talking to us. But I think as you get to that moment, as you're walking, once you get to the river and you start to see the river and you start to see the different waters moving, in some places they're very still, and then some places they're very rocky. And I think for me, as I'm turning 34 in 2 days, I really think about the year of being 33 and my own personal challenges. And I think being here, it allows you to connect with the ancestors and allow them to really speak to your heart and your soul. And what I got today was that life will have still moments, life will have rough moments, that life just has different seasons, and you have to be able to allow all of it to work together to give you what is still beauty. And so even on some parts of the river where it was where the slaves bathed and it was calm, then there was the other part of the river that was like where the rocks were and it was noisy. I think all of it together, the good and the bad, the happy and the sad, creates this beautiful place where you are able to be enriched, and you're allowed to take it in and just grow differently. It's really hard for me to put a lot of this moment into words because I'm still processing. I'm still like taking it in, because I was able to drink water when I got to the river and I was tired. My ancestors didn't have an opportunity to drink water when they got to the river, or I had an option to take off shoes and put on socks, or I had an option to have a snack in my pocket, or an option to leave this place, and they didn't have that option to leave the place. And so it really allows you to be humble, and it really helps you not recognize that you take things for granted, but I think it helps you realize that there's such an incredible strength within us. And I think it's time for us to start tapping back into that strength and developing our own new stories and reconnecting to the old stories so we can really help transform whatever our passion is.